Hi, this is Nilay. I'm from iPrism, and I'm also independent machine learning and AI consultant. We have started releasing some of the in-house toolkit, which we've been using for a couple of years as an open source, which we found very useful for our internal development use cases and supporting some good profile client, especially in machine learning domain, quantitative analytics, and artificial intelligence research. Today, I'm going to bring another tool that we are actually uh, open sourcing today, which is the similar PyPlatX, but and this module is a CUDA module. Um, in the field of machine learning and AI, and especially the modern day, the importance of a processing grunt, CUDA cannot be ignored. Um, Recently, we know that NVIDIA has released a toolkit within that rapid framework that makes pandas goes like crazily 80 to 100 times faster than used to be. I'm not sure like whether I agree with numbers altogether, but it make it significantly faster. Means undoubtedly. Having said that, that makes the CUDA far more important for some of the mission critical projects, especially where the information and decision has to be made at the speed of light or at the speed of earliest possible, because the time to market or decision to market is very critical. And here, what it will simplify using the same PyPlatX configuration script. It can be used with the earlier version of the modules as well, earlier modules that we have published as well. And it will allow a user to just declaratively mention what CUDA configuration they want. And the script is sufficiently good enough in order to install and support multiple toolkit, multiple version of CUDA, CUDNN dependencies, every possible Linux dependency on WSL or your Ubuntu computer. And I think we haven't used any other operating system, but any Linux distro should be fine as long as it's a Debian. Um, and this will simplify and cut the running around the bushes when we are configuring the CUDA, because CUDA configuration is one of the trickiest one which I have come across, and especially if you have requirement for supporting multiple version of a CUDA at the same time. Anyone who has practically gone through that pain can imagine what I'm trying to explain or what I'm trying to convey here. This particular script has helped us seamlessly managing the CUDA dependencies. It also helped us very in a very neat way, in a very declarative way, to align our production systems with our development environments. We use this script to build containers. We use this script to build our production modules, and that make it much more intuitive and much more handy when it comes to declaring those configuration as part of the config files, and then let the automation and the CDCI take care of mapping all the dependency that we need. And in my opinion, it has helped us a lot because it avoids any version mismatch. Couple of years back, we identified that PyTorch was having a very I would say um, intermittent behavior in terms of producing result, root errors calculation when we were on the different version of the CUDA library. I don't know why it happened, or actually we very right at the time, but we fixed that by applying that common versioning across the board. And not just this particular instance. We have used not CUDA. We haven't used CUDA for this, but just we are talking about that synergy between the platforms. We have also identified some of the Monte Carlo simulation, the VAR simulation after Monte Carlo. Um, the libraries and the versioning and the configuration make a lot of difference, especially when we want to debug, when we want to identify why the differences are coming across two different machines platform. So yeah, means by all means, please use this, provide your feedback. If you like to improve it, feel free. It's on GitHub as open source under the MIT. It's good that we are putting those tools that have been useful for us. But just to give you a sort of a warning sign as well, these tools been developed by our in-house capabilities. Especially myself was quite an instrumental part of this development, and they are approximately 3 to 4 years over past the line. So there might be a better ways to handle it, which I'm not sure at this moment 100%, but we are still using it in our production systems. I have not come across a better way. I think I have come across equally good ways. So I think it's definitely make very good sense in today's world as well. But as we progress and as we are releasing our new platform, Ergo CLIX, which is exactly the bundle of these scripts and a much more broader prospect of the PyPlatX. Um, yeah, I think we will make some of those changes. We found like maybe simplifying our scripts and other things, but meanwhile, I think absolutely this is a production use cases we have applied. But hey, this is under MIT and it is provided as it is, so uh, we may not able to offer you a fixes as open source immediately, but we will always keep an eye on our GitHub. If you find any issues, please document it, and we will try our best to see what we can do in that circumstances. But thank you very much. Really appreciate. Have a good weekend and enjoy the open source.